Yeah, OTB Spreads Prediction Show coming to you guys live on Money Monday, July 6th. Man, dog days of summer. We're here. Hasn't felt like a dog day of summer though, man. We've been absolutely cashing all June long. Here in this first week of July, we've absolutely been on a roll. 6 days in, 4 days in profit, 2 unprofitable. Rolling though, man. Absolutely crushing them. Look, we're back on them today. I'll have a play of the day out of here, out of MLB. I'll probably lock something on the game totals as well. Yeah, man, let's get into this thing. If you want my premium plays, in the descriptions tab, I'll have my winnable link posted. You can sign up there, use the code word money today and save. Also, guys, World Cup, 2 games. I'll be all over those games today. I will have at least 1 to 2 locks out of that game that I really love, or out of both matchups, I should say that I really love. But we're here to talk about a 7-game slate, I believe. I think we got 7 games on the card here. We're starting out with Phillies and the Royals at 2 o'clock. We had another successful day yesterday, 9 and 5 day called on YouTube. I did say I leaned towards the Astros yesterday, even though that game wasn't up on the sites. We didn't really have enough information. I don't know why it wasn't showing right. It wasn't showing right on the books. Wasn't showing right on our site either. There was something going on the back end with the game. I didn't know what was going on with that. But end of the day, 9 and 5 day. If we would have taken the Houston line, it would have been a 10 and 5 day. 10 and 5 day. But we were 9 and 5. It was a good day. Day before, 12 and 3. I mean, we're on a roll, seeing the board really well right now. So hopefully you're dialed in. Let's get to it. Without further ado, let's rock. But before we do, use code word on the ball. Go to the descriptions tab. Use the Onyx Odds link. Sign up. Get $200 in bonus bets when you spend 10. All right, guys. MLB slate. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's roll. All right, you got Phillies taking on the Royals. You got Chris Sanchez on the mound taking on Noah Cameron. Noah Cameron has been one of the better pitchers I've felt in the lineup. But here over the last couple days, or games I should say, in the rotation for the Royals have not been hot. And this is a great new feature, man. I know we're looking at Blowout Alert. You guys know this app by now, especially if you watch my show. Go sign up. It's in the descriptions tab. Do yourself a favor. I've had so much feedback this week on this app from clients, and it's phenomenal. I post tutorial videos quite often, so you have an understanding how to work around the app. I want to point out a new feature we added, and I love it because it's a quick glance. Down arrow, and look, the trends with their ERAs, how many earned runs they gave up. You can know right out the gate, he's given up 6, 5, 3, and 4. This man has given up over 21 earned runs in 4 games. Like, I don't want to be on the Noah Cameron side of things. He is a lefty, which kind of breaks my rule. I don't like taking lefties against the Phillies who don't hit lefties well. But they do have Chris Sanchez on the mound. You do have all of these great bats in this Phillies order, even though they don't hit lefties well. I don't want to be on the Noah Cameron side of things, and I definitely like Chris Sanchez against this Royals lineup. Go ahead, give me the Phillies here. I'll lay the run line at -1.5. All right, we'll keep it moving. New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Look, man, we've been all over the Yankees the last 2 days. They sold 2 parlays back-to-back on us. And I said it was a spot play, them being back in the Yankee Stadium. They couldn't get it done. Their short home trip, they couldn't get a win. I don't think it gets any easier facing the Tampa Bay Rays in Tropicana, where they play phenomenal, where you got Player of the Month in Junior Caminero, who not only started his hitting streak in Tropicana about 2 weeks ago, he's now continued it on the road and heads back to Tropicana with these hot bats of the Tampa Bay Rays. This is a very tight race in the AL East. You got obviously the Yankees clinging on for dear life, but you got the Tampa Bay Rays running away with it right now. So at the end of the series, you could have a clear number 1 in that AL. So guys, give me Griffin Jax, give me the Tampa Bay Rays here. I like what I've seen out of Griffin Jax. He's got a lot of 0 earned run games this season. I know Cam Schittler is their ace, but this team just hasn't been backing them up with bats. And honestly, Schittler even got peppered in his last outing as well with 6 earned runs. I don't think you want to play this hot Tampa Bay's team struggling with your offense, because this offense is rolling. I know that they need Schindler to come out and play really well today. He's been trending in the down direction for one game. Not terrible. I still am a big fan of Schindler, but I was also a fan of Ryan Weathers yesterday, and he couldn't get it done. So in this spot here, guys, line's pretty telling. The books think this is more of a coin flip game. Slight edge to the Tampa Bay Rays due to the hitting streak and the Yankees' current trend of losing. They've lost 11 in a row now. Yeah, man, give me Griffin Jackson, give me the Rays. I don't want to overthink this one. This one's easy. I think that the Rays win easily. They win it by 4 or 5 runs. If you want to lay the run line for some plus money value, -1.5 with the Tampa Bay Rays, go for it. All right, Tampa Bay clear run differential as well, +7. God damn, man, get out of here. All right, guys, next one up. I like the over in this one, over 10 runs. I think it'll be a higher scoring run environment. The model says so. Recent, run differential, Washington holds a slight edge on that. We just saw them get whooped up on by the Pirates yesterday. And then we just saw them whoop up on who was it the other day? Was it, slipping my mind who it was 2 days ago. But the Washington Nationals got that win, but they lost to the Pirates yesterday. Guys, this spot here, it was the Pirates. Sorry, They beat the Pirates. They lost the Pirates. Line movement, sharp points go to the Houston. Starting pitcher is better on the road, Mike Burrows, than he is at home. Look, man, I'm not going to overthink this one either. Give me Houston Astros. The better bats, Mike Burrows, decent. Look, it's a wash here on these pitchers. Neither of these pitchers have been great this season. The one thing you get with Mikolas, and I said it last time I handicapped him, I said, you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get either the red or the green. He doesn't do anything in between. It's 0 earned runs or a fuck ton of earned runs. I think that the bats here for this Houston Astros team could be the team that give him a fuck ton of earned runs. They're hitting the ball really well. They're playing really well. They've won multiple games in a row. I know Washington still has dangerous bats. Mike Burrows hasn't been that sharp this season, very inconsistent. I just trust the Houston Astro bats here. I trust the Houston Astros bullpen. They've got both these teams got suspect bullpens, man, honestly. Home field advantage to the Nationals. Astros, bats. Look, Mike Burrows is suspect. I think the play in this one is the over 10.5. We didn't click on the radar to check the show out from last time, but yeah, let's clear the radar there, guys. Boom, clear it out so we can add back to it. Let's go back to the top here real quick. We're going to do Phillies run line, Tampa Bay Rays on the money line, Houston Astros on the over, and we'll take them on the money line as well. All right, guys, next one up, New York Mets taking on the Atlanta Braves. Here in this spot, guys, I'm not going to get cute with it. For you guys out there that want to take the Mets at +109 against the Braves, be my guest. I know the Braves have been struggling, but Ronaldo Lopez has actually been respectable. Really low earned runs over his last 6 starts. I think you can see that on the graph right there. Freddie Peralta, he's bounced around this season. We've seen the Braves bats wake up ever so slightly. Michael Harris, if you watched my tutorial last night, is a good look for a home run or a hit tonight. So if you wanted to take either of those, him for a home run or for a hit run RBI, I like those plays from Michael Harris. Or 2 total bases. I'm on Michael Harris. I believe he's got an advantage in the edge tonight. Guys. So with that said, man, give me the Braves on the money line, -132. The blowout engine alert, that's their favorite play on the board today, honestly. That and the Phillies. So if you wanted to take the Phillies and the Braves on the money line, pair them up together, go for it. If you wanted to lay the run line there by itself and then, this one, -132, go for it. But I do think that the Atlanta Braves roll here today. They get a win against the Mets, who've kind of bounced around with their offense this season. So, all right, guys, next one up, you got the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals, where a lot of people have expected regression from this Cardinals team, and we just haven't seen it. Now, the Brewers are coming off some tough games, man, over the weekend, and I really don't trust the Brewers all that much in this spot. I don't think it's Gasser on the mound. I was reading it was Drohan earlier today. And if it's Drohan, I do like the Brewers at the price at -111 because Drohan is 3-2 in his starts with the Braves here. He's got a sub 4 ERA, almost low 3.12. That's a low ERA. Taking on a Dustin May who's not really played all that well here recently. So for me, I think I kind of like the spot a little bit more with the Brewers here than I do the Cardinals. The Cardinals just coming out off of that really tough series in Chicago, taking on the Cubs. They got beat yesterday. I think that they're probably tired. They're worn down. That's a tough series to play in. That Cubs and Cardinals series, it's a taxing one. I think that the Brewers get this one done today with Rohan on the mound. Even if Gasser's the starter, I think they can get it done. Give me the Brewers here on the money line. All right, so we still have 2 more games, guys, to handicap that are not showing up here on Blowout Alert at the moment. But I wanted to at least handicap those for you guys. That is going to be, I think we might actually have 3 more. Yeah, it is 3 more. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me pull up my app here on my phone just so I can give you guys the pricing as well. So we got Brandon Pfaff taking on the Padres tonight. Look, Walker Buehler has actually played really good baseball overall for the Padres. We know that the Padres have a really good bullpen, but sub-5 ERA. He's looked good. He's managed the innings well. He's got a winning record in his starts, 5-4. I think that we just saw the Padres beat the Dodgers last night. Bats are starting to work a little bit better. Machado goes yard. I still am not in love with what I've seen out of the Diamondbacks, and I know Brandon Pfaff has been a decent pitcher at times for this Diamondbacks rotation. Back in there now, 5.4 ERA. I think that will come down. I think it's fairly even across the pitching side of things for the starters, but the bullpen advantage is too clear for me with the Padres, along with some bats tending to wake up for the Padres that are now starting to hit it. And I think that they have a deeper lineup that can hit the ball than what the Diamondbacks do. I do believe that there is an edge there just based off of bullpen and just having a better hitting order. Outside of Carroll and Ketel Marte, like I've said, the last 30 days, this Diamondbacks team hasn't been good. Give me the Padres here on the money line. We'll keep it moving. Blue Jays taking on the Giants. Look, you've got, who is it today? Andy Hauser? No, it's Ladenrup. Sorry, Ladenrup taking on Gausman. Gausman 4-7, dude. I've been on fade mode with Gausman. Reason being is he's given up multiple earned runs in his last, 5 starts. He's 4-7 on the season. He's given up a ton of earned runs, 4.19 earned ERA, but that's trending upward because every game he's getting hit 2, 3, 4 runs in the first couple innings. His team's playing from behind. This is an offense that doesn't play well from behind because they're not hitting the ball well right now. Give me the Giants. Ladenrup here. He's not been much better as himself. 5-8 on the season, 5.0 ERA. I think the Giants can get it done here today. They're back in Oracle Park. It's a bounce back spot for Ladenrup. He looked a little bit better in his last outing. I think they can get it done here. I liked what I saw of the Giants bats this weekend. I think that they roll here. They beat the Blue Jays who are struggling with their offense, and Gausman puts them in a bad spot early. So give me the Giants here on the first 5, or take the money line full game. All right. Last one of the night, man. This line stinks. I'm not a big fan of it. You got the Dodgers taking on the Rockies, man. You got Eric Lauer on the mound taking on Kyle Freeland. Look, you've heard me say a million times, there's certain pitchers I refuse to play, Brady Singer being one of them, Kyle Freeland being another. Tanner Bybee used to be on my list, but we went with Bybee yesterday, and look, we lost. But yeah, so there's certain guys I just go with that I refuse to play, but Eric Lauer is getting up there on that list. This line smells. The reason it smells is you've got me paying minus 200 on the money line, minus 230 on the money line to play the Dodgers with Eric Lauer versus a hot Colorado Rockies team. This Rockies team's actually playing really good baseball. And here's the kicker. The difference is he's a lefty. Lauer is a lefty. The Rockies have been crushing righties. So this is a tough spot because it's you lay the run line or you don't. And the Dodgers have played better at home. They did just come off that loss last night. They've just looked sluggish to me. The Rockies historically have struggled coming off their home stints in their first game out of Coors Field. I just feel like there's a vast disparity between the minus 230, the minus 1.5, and then the plus 190. It's just such it smells to me that it's going to be the Rockies here tonight. I think that the Dodgers win. I do, but I'm going to play the money line here. If I'm going to play this game, I want the value in my pocket. Plus 190. I think the line stinks. The difference between 2 runs and and the money line is minus 230. You're giving up that much juice, and minus 115 to minus 130 off of 2 runs. Look, if the Rockies are that bad, if Kyle Freeland are that bad, and you need to price it at an implied probability of 66%, like, why not just put it at minus 300? They're baiting us into the market to pay the juice on the Dodgers here. I'm going to go with the Rockies here, plus 190 for the value side of things. Not my favorite game on the board by any means. I just tell everybody to stay away from it. Fucking Dodgers will play tomorrow, have a different pitcher on the mound. Just wait. You don't need to play the Dodgers. All right, guys. That's the show, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. Drop your baseball picks in the comment section. That's all I ever ask. Guys, lock in. Blowout alerts in the descriptions tab. You get all this information. Look, go over here to cases. It'll load up. You can set what odds you want. We'll set it for 200, minus 200. We're going to go with a 4-leg parlay today. Look, it's telling us Austin Riley for a strikeout. Christian Walker is going to strike out today. Michael Harris is going to get a hit. And Taylor Walls hit run RBI for the Tampa Bay Rays. I know these odds aren't correct yet. We're still working on getting it sorted out with DraftKings. But for the most part, guys, we are going to add these to our watch list, and we are going to play those today. All right? That's the parlay. Austin Riley, Christian Walker, Michael Harris, and Taylor Walls. Walls for hit, run, RBI. Michael Harris for a hit. Christian Walker is going to strike out, and Austin Riley is going to strike out. Guys, you can go over to Bet365, place that bet today. I'll see y'all next time. Book the one way.